Alrighty, in this video I'll be doing a quick demo about the NSE Empowa Tokenization and Trading application. Before I get into the demo, I'll do a quick overview of what the demo will be about. So if you can have a look at this part here, this represents kind of an example of a project lifecycle on the application. And each step in this little image will kind of represent something that I'll be demoing in this app. So just to quickly run through, it's color coded by roles, the main user roles that exist on the platform, which influence permissions and access and these sorts of things. So the purple one is project owner. This represents the owner of the housing project and the person that mints the tokens that represent the real world asset that is the housing project. You have token managers. Project owners can opt in to have a token manager manage the minted tokens on their behalf. So that's the token manager in orange. Blue is investors. So these are the ones that kind of come on the platform and can place sell orders, buy orders, trade these tokens on the platform. And then yellow is escrow. So that is kind of a background service that facilitates the completion of the trade. So just real quick, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a project. We're going to create a project chat. So that is basically a public announcement board where a project owner can post updates about the project, and other people, future investors, can kind of go to this public chat and kind of keep up to date with what's happening. After that, we'll create an example message or announcement on that project chat. Next thing we'll do is the project owner will mint a token representing the project that we created, and we'll send it to a token manager. We will then create a poll. So a poll is the token holders that represent a project. Project owner can create different polls about that project, and these polls can be token gated. So when you mint a token, the token can either be a voting token or a non-voting token. There are kind of two types. When a project owner creates a poll, they can token gate it by X amount of tokens. So an investor or a user can only access or participate in that poll if they meet that requirement. So if they hold X amount of those tokens, they can participate and see that poll, etc. So we'll create a basic poll, and that kind of concludes the project owner related parts of the demo. The next step is the token manager will distribute tokens to stakeholders or investors. So when you mint a token, there's tokenomics around that token, and you may distribute tokens to different stakeholders, whether they be investors or team members, etc. So for this step, we'll just send it to one investor just to keep the demo of this particular step simple. So we'll transfer that token to the investor one. Investor one will then receive those tokens and will place a sell order. So they'll create a sell order on the marketplace, which is this. By doing that, they will send kind of those tokens to escrow. Investor two, which will be a different investor, will log into their account. They will go to the trading pair, which will be the newly created token pair because the token doesn't exist yet. They will see that sell order and they will purchase that order. By doing so, they will send ADA to escrow. And then the last step is escrow will then facilitate the payouts to the maker of the order and the taker of the order. So that's basically the overview of what we will try and cover today in the demo. So I'm just going to reduce that a little bit, but just keep it there so I can keep track of what it is that we will be doing. So our wallet is connected. We are on our demo project owner account. So what we'll do is we'll come to our projects. And this one's created a previous one before, but we'll create a new project. Nairobi test, same description, Kenya. What we'll do is upload the primary photo, some secondary photos. For the target raise in this hypothetical scenario, I think in the previous calculator demo, the valuation of that project was 35 million Kenyan shillings. So if we assumed an exchange rate of 100 Kenyan shillings representing 1 ADA, and assuming we wanted to do a target raise for the full valuation of the project, that would work out to be approximately 35 million ADA. So we'll do the target raise there. This is not doing anything on change. This is just kind of attaching information to the project so investors know roughly what it is that we're wanting to, how much money we're looking at. So we'll create that project. You can see it here. So we click on it. These are the photos of the project created a moment ago. I'll just move this to the side. Currently no tokens minted, and you can see at the bottom a project chat, which gets automatically created upon a project creation that is active and live. So if we'll come to the messages, you'll see we have our Nairobi tests message created. So we'll just do another one. Hello, everyone. Hello, world. Do that. Just move that to the sides so I can send the message. And if we come to projects, Nairobi tests, you can see that that gets updated here. So this is kind of like the public access point for the project. So that is that step. So the next step is we will actually go and mint that token. So we come to tokens. We have one that we minted earlier. But we'll create a new token. We'll select a project. We've only got 2 projects created. In this case, we'll send it to the token manager. As mentioned earlier, we can choose token or non-voting or voting. We will do voting, and the project valuation in the calculator was 35 million Kenyan shillings. So we'll assume we'll just do a 1-to-1 of that tokens just for the sake of the demo. So we'll do 35 million of these tokens. Right. Token name, Nairobi test, and we'll do a voting. Description, Nairo for the ticker, and we'll create the token. So as mentioned, this we'll sign this. Transaction submitted. That will go to, you'll see the pending transaction pop up. This is Cardano scan. It will not ready yet. We'll give it a bit of time. It's not on chain. What we'll do is we'll do a quick refresh. Alrighty, so we can see that the tokens are now on chain, which means that they've been sent to the token manager. So what we'll do now is we'll log out of, actually no, glad that I've got this here. We're going to create a poll. So if we come to the polls, we've got no active polls, no completed polls. So we'll create a new one. And we'll create one for the new token we created. Minimum required tokens to vote, we'll do, I don't know, 10,000. Test question. Select the start date for the poll. 2 weeks from now, end date. We'll do 2 questions. Test option 1, test option 2, create the poll. And this gives you the poll, which the investors, if they're eligible, they'll be able to see this and vote on it. So that's the poll. What we'll do now is we'll sign out and we will log in with our token manager account. So we'll do demo. No. Okay. What we'll do, we will log into our manager account, or else we won't be able to connect the wallets. We'll connect the wallet, token manager, and what we'll do is we'll come to our balances, and you'll see that in our balances we've just been sent the Nairobi test voting token, and we currently have 100% of the supply. So what we can do here is we can transfer the token. So we'll kind of do the token distribution, but in this case, we're just going to transfer it to one investor. So we'll transfer. One second, just making sure we're connected. We'll do demo investor and we'll send them, I don't know, 500,000 transfer tokens. That pending. Give that a bit of time. We will refresh. Okay, so that's been sent, and you can see that our percentage of supply has changed. So the next step is we'll log out of the token manager account. We'll log into investor one account, and we should see those tokens in our account, in our wallet, and we'll place a sell order with those tokens. So we'll sign out. And as always, I will change my DApp wallet to be the correct one. So we'll connect our wallet. If you come to our balances, you'll see we have the Nairobi test voting token. We have 500,000 tokens, which is X% of the supply. So if we want to sell tokens, meaning sell token would be placing a sell order on the, adding a sell order to the order book. We can either do it from here, where we would click sell directly from your balance page, and then you put in the price of ADA and the quantity of tokens you want to sell, or you can come here and create an order this way. So what we'll do is for the buy orders, the drop down will just include all the tokens that exist on the platform. And the sell order just lists all the tokens that you have in your wallet and how many you want to add. So we'll do a price of, I don't know, 2 ADA, and we want to sell 500 tokens. Oops. 1 ADA, 2 ADA, 500 tokens. We'll create the sell order. So as you can see here, we're sending 500 Nairo tokens to Escrow, and that's our token image there that we get generated. So that token image gets automatically generated. Open that up on Cardano Scan. So pending transaction, if you come to our orders, you see we've got this one, a sell order that we've just created. So the status is draft because it hasn't been confirmed on chain yet. So we will just check to see if it's on chain. And it is on chain. You can see it in the kind of the order book history. You see here the value of 1,000 ADA total in Kenyan shillings. So this checks against the current Kenyan shillings price. And if you come to orders now, you'll see that that's now open to for someone to open on the order book and for someone to purchase it. So if you come to, let me just move that out of the way. These are all the trade. Oh, you don't want to see that. These are all the trading pairs available on the trading platform. So this is the one that we just created. So we'll click that. And as you can see, this is the order that we made. So a sell order, price of 2 ADA, 500 tokens that we were selling. That has a value of 1,000 ADA, which equates to approximately $68,000 Kenyan shillings. So this is up to date kind of feed of the price. No buy orders currently, just one sell order. So what we'll do now is we'll log out of this and we will log into the investor 2 account and we will take that order. So currently we're a maker of this order. The next investor will be a taker of that order and we'll simulate that flow. So demo, investor, log in. Let's again change to the correct DApp wallets, investor 2. We'll come in here, come back, come to our balances. This balance doesn't have any of the new Nairo tokens, the Nairobi test tokens that we just made. They've just got this particular token, but they want the Nairo token because I've heard good things about it. So what will come here, come back to the order book, we'll go to the trading pair, Nairobi test trading pair, and we can see that there is a sell order that we're interested in, and we will buy that. Oh, we need to connect our Eternal wallet first. So we're connected, come back, shows you the details and the escrow process, so we'll confirm that trade. Let's just temporarily move that out of the way. So you can see here we're sending the 1,000 ADA to escrow. So the maker of the order sent tokens. So the 500 Nairobi test tokens, they sent those tokens to escrow, and now the taker of the order, the buyer of those tokens, is sending the ADA to escrow. And while that is waiting for confirmation, I'll just go through. These are the ones that we kind of processed earlier. This was the minting of the tokens. So as you can see, we minted them and then we sent them to the token manager. And close that. What's this one? This one was the placing the order. So they did a sell order for 500 Nairobi test tokens and sent those to escrow. So this is the escrow wallet. This is the, what's this one? Oh, I think that's the same one. This is the one that we just recently did, sending the ADA to escrow. So we'll refresh that. Okay, so what we will do now is if you come to trades, so this particular investor just executed a trade. Their role was the taker. This is how many tokens that they bought. Deposit confirmed. So now we will sign out of the investor wallet account and we will log into Escrow. And we'll just kind of complete those payouts. So what we'll do is, again, we'll just quickly switch to the correct app wallet. Okay, so this is one that we just did. So 500 Nairobi test voting. So we will transfer the payout to the buyer. Go there for now. As you can see, we're sending from Escrow 500 Nairobi tokens to the buyer of those tokens. Pending transaction. Give it a little bit of time. We'll just do a manual refresh to keep it speedy. Okay, so that's done. Now to the second phase of the payout, we will be sending the 1,000 ADA. So we completed that. We now send 1,000 ADA to the seller. So this is the one, the previous payout. You can see sent from the escrow to the token buyer. In this case, it was the order taker. And that's done. And you'll see that this is now completed. And refresh that, and that will be now on chain. It's the 1,000 sent to the seller of the tokens, the maker of the order. So what we'll do now is we will sign out and just log back in one more time to the investor one. Okay, that's the balance is the same. I'll go to the order. This order is now filled. If we come to the other investor, you should see that their balance should be updated to reflect the tokens that they just bought. So we come to their trades. The trade should be payout completed. And the balance should be now reflected to show the tokens that they've just bought. The Nairobi test token, 500 balance, X 0%, it rounds down because it's such a small number compared to the millions that exist. Project, Nairobi test, and it's a voting token. So that concludes the steps of this demo. Thank you for watching, and yeah, have a good day.